In this video, we are going to learn how you can add Dear Inventory supplier details to MS Excel. So the idea here is that whenever you create a new supplier in your Dear Inventory software application, automatically the supplier details should be added to your MS Excel spreadsheet as a new row. For that, you need to integrate your inventory management software application with MS Excel, that is Dear Inventory. So here your trigger application would be Dear Inventory and your action application would be Microsoft Excel. So how you can integrate both these software applications using Pabbly Connect? For that, you need to come to my screen. So to integrate Dear Inventory with Microsoft Excel, you just need to log into pabbly.com. This is the website of Pabbly. Now, if you're a new user, you have to just click on sign up for free button and you can create your own account in just 2 minutes. And you're going to get free task every month. If you're already a user of Pabbly Connect, simply sign in. From the All Apps section, access Pabbly Connect. This is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Here we have to create a workflow. For that, click on this plus sign, create workflow. Now here we have to give a name to the workflow. So let us give the name as add Dear Inventory supplier details to MS Excel. Here you can give the workflow name as per your requirement and simply click on create. Now we can see two windows, trigger and action. Trigger means when this happens, action means do this. So in this particular use case, we want to add Dear Inventory supplier details to MS Excel. So first let us integrate Dear Inventory with Pabbly Connect. So let's open this trigger window and here choose the application name as Dear Inventory. Select the trigger event as create or update a supplier. Click on connect. Click on add new connection. And now it is asking for the account ID, application key and the domain. So let us read the instructions. Log into Dear Inventory account, navigates to integrations from the left menu. Click on the API under integrations. Create a new application or click on the existing application to get your account ID and API application key from the API. So let's click on this hyperlink, that is new application, and we are redirected to our Dear Inventory account. So here I have already created some applications over here, that is testing, trial. If you want to create a new one, simply click on this plus sign. You have to just give a name to the application and you have to just click on create. And a new application will get created in this way and you will get the account ID and the key. So I have already created this particular application, that is testing. So I'm just going to use this account ID from here. And I'll be just pasting it over here to create a connection. And let's copy the application key also. And let's paste it over here. Now it is asking for the domain. Enter the domain your Dear Inventory account belongs to from the below. So here you can see two domains are provided over here. So you have to just move to a Dear Inventory account. And from here, from the URL, you can find your domain. So here you can see that my domain is inventory.dearsystems.com. So I'll be just giving the same over here by copying it. So you have to paste your domain over here from the URL. And now let's click on save to create a connection. And now the Dear Inventory account is connected. And now let's click on save and send test request. And we can see that it is waiting for the response. So in order to capture the response, we have to do a test submission. It means we have to create a new supplier in our Dear Inventory account. So let's move to our Dear Inventory account. From the left hand side, let's move to the purchase section and let's click on supplier. And here we are going to enter the details of a new supplier. Let's give the name of the supplier as dummy supplier. Currency as INR. Here you can change the currency as per your country. Here I am selecting the payment term as 30 days. Account payable as 2000. Here we have to select the tax rule. So let us give it as tax on purchases. And status as active. If you want to enter some more details over here, you can just add it over here. As these fields are not mandatory, I'm just leaving the fields as blank. And now let's click on save. Changes saved successfully. Okay, it means a new supplier is created. Now let's move back to Pabbly Connect. And within some seconds, the response will be captured over here. Okay, and here we can see the response is received. Number of suppliers as 1. We can find the event as creation. We can find the name of the supplier as dummy supplier, currency, payment term, tax rule, and here we have got the account payable, and here we have got the status as active. Okay, so now we want these details to be added to our Microsoft Excel spreadsheet. For that, I have already created an Excel spreadsheet named Dear Inventory Data, and the sheet name is suppliers over here, where I am adding the same details, that is the name of the supplier, currency, payment terms, tax rule, and the status. So now let's integrate this MS Excel spreadsheet with Pabbly Connect. So let's move back to Pabbly Connect, come to this action window, and here choose the application name as Microsoft Excel. Select the action event as Add Row to a Worksheet. Click on Connect, click on Add New Connection, and click on Connect with Microsoft Excel. Now it is asking for the access, so let's scroll down and click on Yes to give away the permissions as the data is 100% safe with Pabbly Connect. Authorization successful. And now the Microsoft Excel account is connected to Pabbly Connect just because I was already logged into my Microsoft Excel account. So make sure before creating a connection, you are logged in. Now here, as we have created a connection, here we can find all the workbooks that I have created in my Microsoft Excel account. So here you can see that my Microsoft Excel workbook name is Dear Inventory Data. So I want the details to be added in this particular spreadsheet. So I'll have to select the same over here also. That is Dear Inventory Data. Now, as I have created a single sheet in this particular spreadsheet, the sheet name is automatically captured as suppliers over here. But if you have created multiple worksheets, from the drop down, you have to select your specific worksheet name. Okay. Now here it is asking for the details that needs to be entered in these columns. That is the name of the supplier, currency, and other details. So we have already got all these details from our trigger response over here. So now we are going to map these details. For mapping, let's scroll down. And from the drop down, we have to select the name of the supplier, that is dummy supplier. Here we'll be mapping the currency, that is INR. Here we have to map the payment terms, that is 30 days, tax rule as tax on purchases, and the status as active. Okay, so we have mapped all the details. Now let's click on Save and Send Test Request. And here we can see the responses received. It means a new data is added to your MS Excel spreadsheet. Let's check it. We have to just refresh our spreadsheet over here. Okay, and here we can find the supplier name as dummy supplier, currency as INR, payment term as 30 days, tax rule as tax on purchases, and the status as active. And in this way, we can see that a correct data is added and our integration is working fine. Let's move back to Pabbly Connect and let us save this workflow first. Data saved successfully. Okay. Now, as we have set up an automation, this is a one-time process. Next time, whenever you're going to create a new supplier in your Dear Inventory account, automatically the supplier details will be added to your Excel spreadsheet. So now let us check this in the real time that whether our integration is actually working fine or not. For that, let's move to the Dear Inventory account once again. And here we are going to create a new supplier. Let's give the supplier name as Testing Supplier. Currency as INR, payment term as 15 days this time. Account payable as 2000. Tax on rule, let us change it to sales tax on imports. Status as active. And now let's click on Save. Changes saved successfully. Okay, now let us check our Excel spreadsheet. Let's refresh it. Okay, and here we have got a new supplier details. Name as Testing Supplier. Currency as INR. Payment term as 15 days this time. Tax rule as sales tax on imports and the status as active. So in this way, we can see that our correct data is added over here and our integration is perfectly working fine. So let's move back to Pabbly Connect and now I'll just minimize all these windows and let us see in a nutshell whatever we have done till now. So first we have created an integration between Dear Inventory and Pabbly Connect so that whenever you create a new supplier or update a new supplier, the details are captured in Pabbly Connect. And then using those details, we have added the same data to our MS Excel spreadsheet. And in this way, we have learned out how we can add Dear Inventory supplier details to MS Excel using Pabbly Connect. Thank you.
So not just these software applications, you can integrate a ton of applications and automate your business using Pabbly Connect. In case of any queries, you can visit our Pabbly forum. To check the pricing details of Pabbly Connect, you can visit this particular URL. Also, the link of Pabbly Connect and this workflow is available in the description box. You can clone the same workflow into your account directly. If you really like this video, please comment, share and subscribe. Thank you everyone.